everyone. I was just doing some admin work this morning. And as usual, while I'm zoned out doing admin work, doing mindless tasks, my intuition always kicks into high gear. And just to remind you, your intuition is your inner voice. Your intuition is always giving you information about yourself. Okay. I don't know why I want to clarify this, but I do. Intuition is the process of listening to your inner voice, whereas psychic ability is the process of getting information for other people and about other people. But anyway, as I was doing my admin work, my intuition was kicking in, and I had this thought about the importance, the necessity of being yourself in this lifetime. How important it is that you stand out from the crowd. How important it is that you do not follow other people, that you do not emulate other people, that you don't copy other people, that you do not compare yourself to other people. And anytime that you are doing that, anytime you are trying to be like anyone else, it's just conditioning. It's just conditioning. And you do that because you want to predict outcomes. You want to feel like you can create safety in your life. And like, if you do what the person on TV is doing, then the outcome will be the same for you as it is for them. And it's like, well, I feel safe knowing the outcome, but there is no fucking safety in this life, guys. There is no security in this life outside of you. The only security that you ever have in your life is within you. It's within you. And your security, your ability to predict outcomes comes from your state of mind, comes from your personal values, comes from your higher values, comes from your perspectives. There is no safety or security outside of yourself. So there is no point in trying to be like anybody else, thinking that that is going to somehow keep you safe. Okay. It's just keeps you looped in conditioning and keeps you feeling unfulfilled and unhappy and burnt out, basically. It made me think of how in every movie where there's a superhero, that superhero is needed. That person, that one person or guy or whatever, sometimes it's not a human, but that superhero is needed for their uniqueness, right? It's always like, even if the superhero in a movie is like a regular person that's suddenly needed to save the world, the script is always like, we need you because only you can do this. The world's fate relies on you and no one else can do it, only you. And when you watch those movies where it's like a regular person that suddenly needs to save the world, it's always like they have to wake up to their uniqueness. Like, oh fuck, yeah, okay, well maybe, like, at first they're always like, I'm not that special, and then they have to like wake up to that. And you need to wake up to that too. You need to wake up to that too. The world needs you to be unique. The world needs you to fulfill your specific and unique life purpose. Needs you. Okay? There is a chain reaction, a butterfly effect for everything that you do in this life. So when you're standing in your uniqueness, when you're standing in your power, when you're living life your own way by focusing on your own values and creating your own game, not playing anyone else's game, but playing your own game. When you do that, it has a ripple effect out into the universe, into places unseen, okay? Not even just this earth, that is useful, that is necessary, and that helps the universe and all the universes to continue to expand and grow. Okay? Looping yourself into trying to be like everyone else, keeping up with the Joneses, is like a perverted way of living. It's like spiritual atrophy. You even see this, like, I noticed years ago when the Kardashians came out, I noticed that people started talking like them, like their voices. They started like emulating how they spoke, right? Like their actual voice. I don't know. I notice this on social media still. And it makes me cringe every time because it's like when you are emulating anyone, when you're trying to be like anyone, you are not going anywhere good. Okay. Nothing good is going to come from that. Nothing good will come from that. I promise you, nothing good will come from that. And you do it without even noticing, you know? So wake up, notice, think about it. Think about all the ways in your life that you tend to emulate others, even like what you wear, how you do your hair. Like, you should see some of the fucking outfits that I put on in a day. You should see what I'm wearing right now. You know, I dress the way I want. I speak the way I want. I don't filter myself. And I'm sure I do on some levels, right? Like, I'm sure I do on some levels. We all do on some levels. But the most that I can, I try to be myself. Even if that means upsetting other people, even if that means social isolation, you know, you get kicked out of the tribe, even if that means loss of income. Like, I've fired clients before, sent their money back and fired them, okay? Even if it means breaking someone's heart or, like I said, hurting somebody, it doesn't matter. Because what's most hurtful to other people, what's most harmful to other people and the world at large is you not being yourself, okay? You have a mission here. You have a purpose here. You have a reason for being here. You're not just here to like wake up, eat, shit, and die. Okay. That's not why you're here. You are a very special, important part of the evolution of not only our human species and our planet, but of all sorts of versions of space and time, different dimensions of space and time that you cannot physically perceive, that rely on you to be yourself. So, how do you be yourself in a world that is conditioning you to be anything but? How do you be yourself? You need to get in touch with your inner voice, your intuition. Let your higher self, the soul part of you, lead you. And how do you do that? Well, really easily, like on a mundane level, you start giving yourself what you want. You stop overriding your desires. And I did this process of deconditioning by noticing all the ways where, for me, it started so small. Like, I remember when I started this process of deconditioning, it was like I would just work and work and work, even if I had to go pee. And I would know I had to pee, but I would be like, nope, I would just do this and this and this and this instead. Like, I'll go pee in a minute. I have to do this or I have to do that. The dishes that need to get done, the vacuuming needs to get done. I have a client, right? And I wouldn't pee. And so I started this deconditioning process by stopping that cycle of ignoring my body's signal to go pee and going pee whenever I felt I needed to. And I know it seems so silly, but it was a huge leap in the direction of deconditioning. Or if you're someone that is like always running around and doesn't eat when you're hungry, you can start the deconditioning process and getting in touch with your desires and your intuition by noticing when you're hungry and making it a priority to eat when you're hungry. So simple and so enormously effective. You know, a lot of people avoid getting in touch with their inner voice because they're afraid that their inner voice is going to tell them to like leave their husband and start a new career. And that just seems too much for them. So they don't do it. But you don't have to go there right away or at all. Okay. You can start with small acts of listening to your body's signals and giving your body what it wants. And that will help you to start getting in touch with your intuition, because your intuition comes through your body. So it's a really good place to start. So you start to be yourself by connecting with your desires and taking action on them. You connect with your intuition, your psychic ability, your intuition, your ability to get information, spiritual psychic information for yourself by connecting with your desires and taking action on them, because your intuition speaks through your body and speaks through your desires. It speaks through your heart's desires, which could be different than other people. You know, going back to like me wearing funky outfits, like my heart desires to wear crazy pants. And so I do, even though, you know, people might think that's weird. Or like my heart's desire is to like sit on the floor here while I work. I will even see clients like this with a blankie on my shoulders, sitting on the floor. I will see clients like this. It's people might think, "Oh, that's not professional," right? I don't care. It's what I want to do. It's how I'm most effective because it's what I want to do. Okay? So that's how you start to be yourself is by listening to your desires. You can start as small as just listening to your body when it's hungry or has to pee. Start following them, not just listening, but actually doing what you're being asked to do. And that has a snowball effect into freedom, into complete freedom to be yourself. Okay. And the second part is to really get around this idea that hurting other people is wrong or bad. Like, obviously, do not go and punch somebody. Like, I mean, that's not even wrong or bad, but because in our culture that is illegal, you might end up in jail. Maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know. But you have to get around this idea of like emotionally hurting people is a bad thing that should be avoided. That's a huge hurdle that keeps you locked in to being like everyone else or avoiding listening to your inner voice is because you think if you do that, it's going to hurt somebody's feelings. And so you need to get around the idea or accept that hurting people's feelings is a gift. It's a gift to them. Okay. It's a gift to you. It's a gift to them. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Okay. So the importance of being yourself. Think about this. Think about the movies with those superhero characters where it's like, I don't know, like Spider-Man. I don't even know the stories. So I don't watch movies, but but like I think Spider-Man was like a regular guy, right? And then he wasn't. It was like you have something unique about you, even though you think you're regular, even though you think that you're just an average Joe. It's like only you can save the people. Only you can save the people. Okay, I'm looking at you and you and you and you. There's six people, seven people watching on this page anyway. You guys, only you can save the people. And the only way you can do that is by fully being yourself. Okay. And once you start listening to your inner voice and start being yourself and start living your own life the way you feel like living, law of attraction is there to support you. And the more that you honor your desires and live your life your way, even if it doesn't look like what's normal or you think you're not like things are going to go badly for you if you do it, if you truly follow your desires, the universe is going to provide you with support to do that. Okay. If you're confident in yourself and you feel good about that, you're following your heart, then the universe is going to give you more reasons to feel that way. It's going to support you. But you have to take that leap of faith out of your conditioning and start listening to your inner voice to truly be yourself so that you can be on purpose and save the fucking world. This is the truth. And I don't want to get dark here, but the world is changing. You think that COVID was like so bad and like, thank God we're out of it? Y'all, that was just the beginning. Okay. I don't want to freak anyone out, but the world is changing and will continue. Things like that are going to continue to come up. And it is going to be paramount of utmost importance that you know who you are and that you have the confidence to live life your way, even when society, culture, the government, institutions are telling you to live a different way. So start developing the confidence in yourself now, today, so that when shit goes down, you are going to sidestep it. Okay, that's the way. You sidestep it. Wake up, own your life. Okay, own your life, free yourself. We need you to. It's not just about you. Everybody needs you to. And if you want help with this, because you are heavily conditioned, we all are, this is my specialty. This is my mission, my personal mission, my personal purpose is to wake you up to yours, is to essentially wake you up, is to show you who you are, help you realize the truth of who you are. And I do this by using my psychic abilities and my channeling abilities, my mediumship abilities to channel your inner voice, what your soul is calling out to you to do. That's what I'm channeling when I read you. So, if that makes you feel like that's something you want to do, if you feel like, yes, I need this, then you know where to find me. I love you guys so much. I think you're all fucking fabulous rock stars, and I really just want you to all know that too. Have a great day.